There are a ton of television series with main characters who get killed off for plot-driven reasons, such as The Walking Dead, or because actors' contracts are up, like Josh Charles on The Good Wife. But then there are characters who are killed off because the actors playing them are causing such a mess behind the scenes that the producers just can't wait to get rid of them. Here's a look at some characters who were killed off because of the actors' behavior. Patrick Dempsey. Fans of the long-running medical drama Grey's Anatomy were blown away when McDreamy bit the McDust after a car crash during the season 11 finale in 2015. Rumor has it actor Patrick Dempsey hastened his own demise with some behind-the-scenes drama that show creator Shonda Rhimes would not tolerate. According to Radar Online, Dempsey was allegedly cheating on his wife with a much younger staff member on the show, with an insider claiming that it was obvious to everyone Patrick was sleeping with her. It got very messy and emotional on set and became a huge liability. Rhimes reportedly suspended the actor and moved the staff member off the set. Dempsey called the allegations absurd, though his wife filed for divorce before later reconciling. When The Nightly Show asked Rhimes if she'd ever killed a character because she didn't like the actor, Rhimes was cagey.
Yes.
Yes!
And I'm not naming names.
Nicollette Sheridan. After Nicollette Sheridan's character Edie Britt was killed off in an April 2009 episode of Desperate Housewives, Sheridan sued show creator Mark Cherry and Touchstone Television for wrongful termination. In her lawsuit, she claimed that during an argument with Cherry over a script, he hit her, and when she complained, ABC fired her from the show. Cherry, on the other hand, denied any physical violence and claimed that the character was already slated to die before their argument. But he did admit that her behavior contributed to the decision to can her, with the Los Angeles Times reporting that Sheridan was allegedly critical of her castmates and nasty to crew members, in addition to forgetting her lines and being regularly late to set. Sheridan's wrongful termination suit ended in a mistrial, and her subsequent appeals were rejected, leaving her desperate indeed. John Rhys-Davies. Sliders star John Rhys-Davies was not a fan of the sci-fi show's writing team. The actor referred to the scripts as incomprehensible gibberish, telling Digital Spy, quote, "I would go to the writers and complain, but they would say, 'John, why don't you just say the words as written?' And I'd say, 'I'll tell you what, I will actually say the words as written when you can actually write intelligent sentences," end quote.
What's that?
Cheese.
That is not cheese. Brie is cheese. Camembert is cheese. This is yellow plastic.
I'll take it.
Rhys-Davies said those clashes prompted his exit midway through season 3, insisting the writers screwed up because they didn't have the vision. It's not much of a stretch to imagine, then, that the writers probably enjoyed composing the episode where Rhys-Davies' character, Professor Maximilian Arturo, is shot and killed.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. I think I've just seen God, and I could have sworn he was driving a Cadillac.
Dominic Monaghan. Lost star Dominic Monaghan made it clear to Entertainment Weekly that he wasn't upset about being killed off the series. He explained, "It's a big cast and you don't work as much as you would like. You get bored, you get frustrated, you get lazy, and your work suffers. And there are other things out there. There are projects out there in 2008 that if I were to be working on Lost, I would go, I know that project's going on and I can't do it. I'm just excited to be free." But the National Enquirer claimed that there was more to his departure than simply a desire to work on other projects, reporting that his nasty breakup with co-star Evangeline Lilly was a major source of tension on set. And it probably didn't help that Monaghan was also vocal about his dislike for co-star Matthew Fox, who he alleged on Twitter beats women. Whether or not that's true, Monaghan's outspokenness about his colleagues likely made it a relief to everyone on set when his character kicked the bucket. Michelle Rodriguez and Cynthia Watros. Monaghan wasn't the only Lost star whose disappearance was linked to bad behavior. Michelle Rodriguez and Cynthia Watros, who respectively starred as Ana Lucia and Libby on the series, were both arrested for DUI on the same night in December 2005. Rodriguez pleaded guilty and served 5 days in jail and paid a $500 fine. Watros, who also pleaded guilty, faced a 90-day suspension of her driver's license, 14 hours of rehabilitation, and $307 in fines. Following their arrests, both Libby and Ana Lucia were killed off in the same episode. Rodriguez and the writers both claimed her death was the plan all along, but it still looks and sounds really fishy. Michael Pitt. Michael Pitt was unceremoniously fired from Boardwalk Empire for his alleged poor attitude and lackluster work ethic. A source from the set claims Pitt was late a lot. He had trouble remembering lines, was constantly questioning his character's storyline, tried to change dialogue a lot, would wander from the set, got into a little fist fight with William Forsythe. They had plans for him, but they pretty much just got tired of him. Both Pitt and showrunner Terrence Winter have denied he was fired, claiming instead that his character's death was planned all along. But even Pitt's own agent allegedly tired of his behavior, with a source telling Deadline that, quote, UTA fired Pitt as a client yesterday because he's really difficult on set and otherwise, end quote. Looks like he might have misjudged things, just like his character.
I am not seeking forgiveness.
Yeesh. Thanks for watching. Click the Nicki Swift icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.